Ladies and gentlemen, now is show time. Begin.
Ya uno cuando se transforma va cogiendo otra personalidad, ¿viste?
Welcome to Cuba. In Cuba, you are a transformista if you're a man and dress up like a woman. There is no distinction between a drag queen and a transsexual. In February of 2017, 2 drag queens and 1 transsexual allowed their experience and everyday lives to be documented by Czech photographer David Tesinsky. The imprisonment of suspected gays and other members of the LGBTQ community back in the post-revolution era in Cuba no longer happens. In a relatively short amount of time, the country has gone from major human rights violations to openly supporting information and education regarding LGBTQ issues. Most Caribbean islands remain homophobic, while Cuba has been a leader in equality. Homosexuality was not well accepted in Cuba prior to Mariela Castro, the daughter of current President Raul Castro and the niece of the late President Fidel Castro, showing strong support for gay rights. Her ability to influence the government from the top down, her popularity with the Cuban people, and her work with the Cuban National Center for Sex Education has allowed Mariela to open the minds of an entire nation. Being trans in Havana today is much different and much better than it was 20 years ago. Gay bashing and police detainment were commonplace back then. It was a lifestyle and identity that was best kept between close friends in a private setting. Broadcasting your pride in public was too dangerous. Now, it's possible to walk down the street, get a cab, and go to the club with friends without concern for your safety. Our first transformista is Pablo. His day job is to sell fruits and vegetables on the streets. But on the weekend, Pablo turns into Nastasia and entertains as one of Cuba's top transformistas. Four years ago, Pablo was married to a woman. He knew he was gay and no longer wanted to live a lie. After coming out to his wife, Pablo got divorced and found a boyfriend. Pablo's sexuality isn't much of a concern to the people he's selling fruits and vegetables to. He's clearly an accepted and popular member of his local Havana community. There was a lot of interest from the neighborhood regarding David's photo shoot. I couldn't help thinking we boosted Pablo's street cred and streetcar business at the same time while documenting Pablo's everyday life, selling fruits and vegetables on the streets. Later on that night, we took a classic Havana cab to Pablo's home and captured the hours before the Transformistas show at the local club. As they sat around and showed each other videos of the latest Transformista performances, as well as their own from back in the day, it was clear that they approached transforming as an art form. The entire process of turning Pablo into Nastasia took about an hour. The amount of preparation and attention to detail that's required for a full transformation is impressive.
Ahora empieza el proceso de transformación completo.
With the help of his boyfriend and another experienced transformista, the process of changing Pablo into a glamorous woman takes place. ¿Cuántos tiempos por la semana se transforma? No toda la noche, pero mucho, ¿sí?
2 veces a la semana. Según vaya cayendo otro.
Sí, segunda semana.
Según los trabajos también,
sí.
Pero fijo, seguro, viernes y sábado, 2 veces a la semana.
Sí, siempre.
Siempre.
Bueno. ¿Y cuántos años pasados si es la primera tiempo si te transforma?
3 años.
3 años, sí.
3 años.
¿A pie, caminar en la calle o
No.
en la club?
No, nunca.
No.
Lo mío nada más es trabajo.
El show.
En show.
Sí.
Solamente.
solamente. Todo el tiempo es...
¿Es peligroso en la calle por
No.
Transformistas? No. Qué bueno.
Ya no.
Antes sí, pero ya no. En estos tiempos no.
Sí, bueno.
No hay preso.
Pero más años pasados, sí.
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 Incluso tampoco el show era permitido. El show
Sí.
tampoco te cogían preso.
¿Sí? ¿La Lena?
Sí.
Pero ahora no.
No, ahora no.
Bueno,
Aquí es muy tranquilo,
sí.
pero hay sus casos, puede suceder.
Sí.
Sí.
I'm ready for the party.
¿Listos?
What?
¿Listos?
Listo, ready, alright. But she's not ready. Not yet.
Rico.
¿Ah?
Mata muy bien todo.
Me dando instrucción.
Tengo esta. Como lleva pos.
Gracias. Where you say? De puta rusa.
La puta
Puta
cruza.
rusa.
Puta lusa.
Rusa.
Woman.
By the look on David's face, I knew he got the shot. After Nastasha was ready for the night's entertainment, we hopped a cab and headed to Maggie's restaurant for the Transformistas show. Looking like a movie star and receiving a celebrity's welcome, Nastasha was performing before she even took stage. Cuban Transformista parties have a unique flavor not found in U.S. cabaret and drag queen shows. The crowd whistles, hollers, claps, sing-alongs, and joining the ladies on stage in order to put cash down the front of their dresses. Nastasha headlined the show that included 5 other Transformistas. For the grand finale, Nastasha was joined on stage by another performer, Alina. They played well off each other and the crowd loved it. My applause was one part appreciation for their stage presence and another part happiness that everyone on stage is able to live openly. A couple of days later, we met up with Felipe at his home in order to give him David's photos from the Transformista show. We also talked about his past experiences and everyday life. Felipe works in the government office and lives as a man during the week. On the weekend, Alina hits the stage. His coworkers know he is gay, but he has 2 reasons for not wearing a dress to work. 1, he doesn't believe all his coworkers would be accepting. They've known him as Felipe for over a decade. 2, it's expensive for a Transformista every day. The dresses, shoes, wigs, makeup, nails, and jewelry cost a lot of money. Being a dude is easier and cheaper, according to Felipe. Alina is not a cheap date. Felipe's story starts prior to Mariela Castro's support for the gay community. Felipe always knew he was gay and would secretly put on dresses of family members as a teenager. Dressing up as Alina was only possible in the house without anybody knowing. Fidel had stopped using labor camps for gays, but police detainment and hate crimes were a real threat in the late 80s and early 90s. So, ¿es mejor ahora?
Sí, muchísimo mejor. 23 años, a ver, te digo, 23 años atrás, todo era mucho más difícil.
Difícil y posiblemente peligroso.
Peligroso, sí.
Sí.
De los transformistas, el 99% somos gays.
Sí.
El otro por ciento puede que sí sean heteros y que lo hagan por arte.
El maquillaje es expensivo,
Caro, muy caro,
muy caro, yeah, sí.
Y difícil de conseguir.
So, necesita amigos de los otros países,
Sí.
regresa a Cuba con tu makeup. Sí. Felipe is employed by the government. That's the reason we were told documenting his everyday life wasn't entirely possible. I decided to ask more questions about his life at work and the work culture in a communist office. ¿En la trabajo?
No,
No es posible.
no,
No.
no. Porque en mi trabajo son muy pocas
Sí.
las personas que saben
Oh,
lo que
so
yo
no,
hago.
No todos los
No todos lo
personas.
saben.
Sí, solamente un poco. So no todos abiertos.
No todos abiertos.
No todos. Sí. Qué bonita. You gotta give it to her. She tucked it and pulled it off all at the same time. Sancti Spiritus translates to Holy Spirit. It's one of the oldest European settlements in Cuba. People told David that we could find Cuba's first Transformista living there. So we did.
Beer, keep my vegetarian stomach alright, even without breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Then we met Malu. Malu is a transsexual. Every day you can find her wearing a dress. In the morning, she cleans the Garabato Theater, where she also performs in the cabaret, Los Días del Amor. At night, she can be found in the Central Park talking with friends. With tattooed eyebrows and only women's clothing, Malu no longer lives life as a man. Malu is Cuba's first open transsexual.
Me llamo Malu, veo en Santo Espíritu. Soy una figura de este pueblo.
Bueno. And Malu loved the camera. Malu was somewhat of a celebrity in the town of Sancti Spiritus. Everyone is friendly, and some people even want to have their pictures taken with her. People whistle and clap when they see Malu. Her fame in the town of 133,000 people continues to grow as David took pictures of Malu walking down the boulevard. As a transsexual in Cuba for well over 30 years, Malu knows that the government, police, and communities in general have not always been so kind. Before Malu was everyone's friend and performing at the local theater, she had to overcome obstacles no child should experience. ¿Siempre en Santa Espírita?
Sí,
¿Toda la vida?
toda una vida.
Okay, sí, claro.
Aquí.
Son las historias de tu madre y padre.
Ellos nunca me quisieron, me regalaron. Me vendieron. Me vendieron. Ya, hasta que yo seguí en la calle, viviendo, sola. Que ha pasado mucho trabajo, nadie me quiso. Andé mucho en la calle. Mis padres me regalaron. Y la primera cantante aquí fui yo. La que cantó fui yo. Y nadie me quiso. Nadie me ha querido. Y pienso que alguien me quiera. Y no sé. La gente aquí no quieren a uno, se dan mal, entonces no. Y ha pasado muchísimo trabajo, entonces nadie quiere a uno, nadie se lleva bien con uno, se arrollan. ¿Para qué? Y uno necesita que lo quieran a uno. Lo quieran a uno. Que nadie aquí quiera a nadie.
Esta es la primera mujer
Yo,
transforma aquí,
yo,
en toda la pista. ¿Sí?
sí. La primera transformista, yo, de canto.
¿Y es peligroso más de 20 años pasado?
No,
No peligroso. No aquí porque la gente está bien aquí. ¿O?
yo.
Sí. Dos.
¿Por qué no?
David captured this image of Malou giving the Cuban national symbol for arrest. Seis.
Y después, 4. 2 veces.
Dos
Por
veces.
Por vestirme así.
¿Años o meses?
Meses. ¿Para qué?
¿Cuántos años pasado? 20.
$50 y pico de años. 50 y pico de años.
With my next question, I thought Malou might take the opportunity to give Mariela Castro some credit. ¿Qué cambió la cabeza de la gente?
Yo.
¿Qué tú hablas?
Fui la primera. Aquí.
Mariela might get all the headlines, but clearly, Malou is the real, original Transformista.
En vestirse así.
¿Y siempre entiendes si está gay? Siempre.
Gay.
Gay, sí. Siempre conozcas y entiendes.
Siempre. Toda una vida.
Sí. The next night, we had a great Cuban meal before heading to Garibano Theater for Malou's performance. The same theater Malou cleaned every morning was presenting her cabaret, Los Días del Amor. She was a hit. 20 plus years ago, Malou would have been looking at prison time for her expression. Now, Malou and other Cuban Transformistas can live much more openly.
murder them.
See you next time.